We are vastly superior to humans. You know it to be true, so do not resist us. Coming to you live via tape delayed basis by means of digital distribution. This is Extreme Hardcore Nerds. Here are your hosts.
Ready, set, game on.
Welcome back. It is now time for reviews. On the chopping block this week, two titles have stepped into the arena for our praise and for our convincing. One being Sleeping Dogs, or shall I say, true crime Hong Kong.
Dogs that are not in the movie.
And of course, the second one being the sequel to the ever boring and wonderful, so spectacular God of War clone known as Darksiders. Amply named Darksiders 2.
I meant to say game.
Thanks for that.
Just trying to set you up, buddy.
I love how you... It's just... Darksiders 2.
I know, real original, right?
Clearly.
But after a hard and arduous conversation, it has been chosen that I shall go first.
That was hard and arduous.
It always is with us.
Yeah, huh? So,
Take that how you will.
so I had the honor this week of reviewing Sleeping Dogs. And you played...
Oh no, is he going to do this for the whole third?
I was just wondering how far I could have got before somebody said something.
Scared.
Yeah, and that totally just train wrecked.
Come on, Dr. Zoidberg. Every time.
Yeah. So, in Sleeping Dogs, you play as Wei Shin, a native of Hong Kong who came to America in search of better life for him and his family, and now has returned to Hong Kong to renew old childhood friendships and work your way into the triads as an undercover detective. That's the basic premise. Now I'm going to try and keep it too unspoilery. But you really do play that character as, you know, just how far can you push it as an undercover cop, and also where does the line start blurring from I'm an undercover cop, but I'm also technically a member of the triads. So, you know, where do my allegiances lie when it shit really hits the fan in a couple of areas? So, I mean, they do a really good job kind of conveying that and trying to keep you on path of, you know, where you always have that moral going on, or that moral flexibility going on to the background. Like, is this something I should really do? Is, you know, the cop side of me says one thing, but this incident needs retaliation, and this happened to a friend of mine, so I really want to kick this guy's ass. So, you know, they do a good job balancing that. As far as the gameplay goes, if you've played any of the true crime games, if you've played Grand Theft Auto, if you've played Saints Row, I'm drawing a blank.
That amazing game we all have the luxury of playing.
I know.
Smiling about. Really.
You've played this. It's an open world sandbox. There's no real mystery to that. One thing though that why do I call it true crime?
Because you want it to be that so much.
What Sleeping Dogs does very well is that this feels more, when you're playing it, it feels more like a traditional like John Woo movie than it does like a Grand Theft Auto or a Saints Row. Whereas guns are very hard to come by in this game. It's a lot of martial arts, a lot of hand-to-hand combat, a lot of using, if you do use weapons, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be using knives or tire irons or the ever-popular meat cleaver.
just lying around everywhere.
Yeah, I know. It's just I was fighting
There's one over
I was fighting these guys, and I'm like, where the hell did you get a meat cleaver from?
In the middle of a warehouse factory.
It's like that scene from Anchorman where Brick just comes out with the grenade held out.
Where did
you get a trident?
It's pretty nice. That.
Oh, but I mean, so if you're looking for a lot of bang bang shoot 'em up, this is not going to be the game for you. If this, like I said, this is a lot of hand-to-hand combat. This is a lot of action, stuff like that. As you're driving around the city, one thing you unlock very early in the game is the action sequence, where as you're driving, you can set yourself up to jump from vehicle to vehicle and hijack said vehicle. For whatever purposes. Now, there's some mini games where you're hijacking armored vehicles because they don't want to pay their protection money. There's some where a guy's trying to get away from you and you have to do it just to get him. There's some where you're stealing cars because you have an order out on it and you're just like, okay, go do my thing. So yeah, I mean, so from that aspect, really fun aspect of the game. It's pretty fun. Like all of a sudden, you're just like, yeah, I'm freaking Spider-Man in the middle of Hong Kong, jumping from car to car.
Who said he wouldn't work here?
Like I said, presentation-wise, you're looking at that traditional sandbox style where you have lots of open mini games to play. Everything from hacking security cameras to trying to set up drug busts for the police to raid, to street races, to cockfighting, to just basically underground fight clubs. So yeah, you have a little bit of everything going on here. There's definitely stuff to keep you going. And if you get bored with that stuff, you actually also do have contacts on your phone that you can call to request other side missions. Like I said, like stealing cars or going to get protection money, stuff like that. One nice thing though that I really did find with Sleeping Dogs is, as far as the vehicles go, you have access to a garage and certain vehicles that you either unlock through natural progression or you go and buy. But those are the only vehicles you can keep in your garage. You just can't steal any car, go up to it, and go, okay, I want to hang on to this.
Damn.
So I found that to be a very fascinating take, because I'm just like, well, most people would just steal them, or one of the first upgrades I got the police carjack. So I can just steal cars without setting off the alarms and stuff.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, but as soon as I ditched that vehicle, I've ditched that vehicle. And one other thing too that I've also found interesting about it is the game actually remembers where your vehicle should be. Like if I was, for example, trying to hijack a money truck, and I would do the action jump, wherever my car stopped, once I made the delivery and came back, if I went back there, my car would literally still be sitting there in the middle of the road.
It wouldn't just be like, well, he left more than 200 feet, so.
Yeah, so I did find that pretty cool too. Mission wise, you're like I said, it's your traditional sandbox style game. You're working for the triad, so I mean you're going to be. You have two main missions going on. You're either doing triad main mission, or you're also helping out the Hong Kong Police Department with trying to set up guys or arrest certain criminals or stuff like that. So you do have those two main ones going on at the same time, on top of all the submissions. So there's plenty to do in this game. As far as graphics go, I can truly say the graphics in this game closest resemble to me Uncharted.
Really?
Really. I mean, they are...
Which Uncharted?
Any of them.
Oh.
I mean, the nightlife in Hong Kong is very vibrant. It's very alive. The people actually look like people and not just little pixelated guys walking around. As far as like when you're interacting with your environment, like if you get your ass kicked, like blood actually stains your clothes, and it actually looks like, you know, like the water effects from like Uncharted and stuff like that. Or for that instance too, there are some missions where you have to go swimming or claim an insurance issue with a vehicle or two. And yeah, and when you come out, you look like you're actually drenched. It doesn't look like your character is just your normal character. So I mean, they do a really, really good job with portraying that and getting that onto the screen. Sounds, I mean, this feels like you're in Hong Kong. There is no such thing as American radio in this game.
Really?
Really. It is hard for me to find a radio station that I like.
Really?
But
I'm going to enjoy everything I hear.
So, but the one I usually listen to the most is probably the Ninja radio channel.
It's just you found some way to make that just really work.
But that's honest to God, that's what it's called. Yeah, and I mean, and like I said too, and if you're not on doing side missions and stuff like that, I mean, they have tons of stuff for you to go and explore. They've added landmarks to explore. As you're going around the city, you can walk up to health shrines, and as you collect more and more health shrines, your health goes up. They even have karaoke.
Are they classic songs that you
Yes.
sing? Oh, even better.
Like the first song I sang was Air Supply's "I'm All Out of Love," followed by Pat Benatar's "Hit Me With Your Best Shot," followed by Bon Jovi's "Wanted Dead or Alive."
Oh, you just trifecta horribleness, so well placed.
So yes,
I hope you were playing this alone.
Yes, yeah. That's the thing.
the hardest part was I'm trying to focus on the game so I could do it, and I'm like, I want to sing along with the song.
Trying not to be a douchebag right now.
So I think from that aspect, one thing either they can do as a patch, or since they have it in there, one thing I wouldn't mind seeing is if you have a Rock Band microphone,
Oh God!
actually
no.
letting you do it yourself. But all it is just controlling your level just up and down with the left joystick.
Maybe that'll be the DLC.
It could be. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
whole new level. Just a whole
So yeah, I mean, Sleeping Dogs is actually one of the better gaming experiences I've had as far as an open world sandbox game. It's not the over the top crazy that Saints Row is, but at the same time, it's not the run gun, you know, steal every car you see and go looking for a lady of the night as in Grand Theft Auto. And actually, compared to Grand Theft Auto at least 4, this is actually fun. No hookers, but I have had
You've had
a lady encounter or two.
escapades.
Yes, the best one was when I hooked up with the karaoke chick in the Boom Boom Room in the Bam Bam Club.
God damn it.
And swear to God, that's in the game.
But you're a married guy with family, unless you got divorced, right?
Nope. Your family is dead. You have no one.
I thought you said that you had a.
For ruining that, you bastard.
Oh, so you've okay. So that's why you moved back to Hong Kong.
It's part of the reason.
Okay.
It's
Well,
all,
now that I know the
it's all
entire
explained
story.
it's all explained in the narrative of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for spoilers right
Yeah.
there. A little bit.
So, and like I said, graphically for an open world game like this, it's very pretty, very stunning. I mean, like I said, I really compare it to Uncharted style of graphics. Gameplay, driving cars is spot on.
That's something that Grand Theft Auto doesn't have.
Yeah, I know. The best part I love is the best thing I love to do is hijacking sports cars and just whipping shitties in the middle of the street because I can. So yeah, and like I said, if you're looking for more of a gun, shoot 'em up, bang bang kind of a game, not going to be for you. But they do incorporate a little. I think the best way I heard it described was guns in this game are pretty much like power-ups.
Okay.
They're not available all the time, and also one thing they also add as far as power-ups go, you can go to vending machines or you can go to vendors and have some herbal tea, or if you have energy, or if you drink an energy drink, that increases the damage you do. There are food vendors all over the place to regenerate health with. So Sleeping Dogs does offer a lot for everybody. If you're into the open world sandbox games, you're definitely going to enjoy this. The storyline is a little lackluster, but of the amount of content that you have in this game that you can work with and that you can do more than makes up for it. So I mean, I'm hardly into the main storyline, but I've already put like 10 hours into it, and I felt like I've accomplished a lot.
There you go.
So definitely for me, Sleeping Dogs, this one is a buy. This is one that people should be playing. And why it went through 2 studios, a cancellation, and 3 name changes to get to this point, I have no idea, because this is a solid game all around.
Well, the wonderful world of, gaming business.
And bankruptcy.
Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So, questions?
What would you rate it on
were
a
there
1 to
actually
10?
any dogs in the game? And were they sleeping?
No. From what I saw, there were no dogs, but I bought a pet bird to spruce up my apartment.
Oh, I have a question. On a rating of 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
I'd easily give this a 9.
Okay.
Like I said, the only reason I would dock it is because the storyline's a little bit short and kind of like you. Like I said, if you watched a John Woo movie before, you've played this game.
But basically, you can beat the main story, but the whole entire thing will keep on going on.
Yeah.
Probably. So yeah.
You can easily keep going with trying to find statues to upgrade your melee attacks, to building up your triad and your police meters, to, like I said, just exploring and going around, like doing the fight clubs or doing karaoke or doing street racing or...
Easy to navigate?
Yep.
Is there a fast travel system or anything in there that...
You do have taxis that can take you around. Taxis are a little bit expensive. Actually, a lot of things in this game are expensive.
Is it easy to get money though?
Yes. I mean, obviously, from doing your main missions, you're going to get money. From helping with drug busts, you're going to get money. Just helping random members of the triads will get you money. But also, like I said, if you're really in a pinch, you can always call a couple of your contacts and say you need a job quick. And I mean, like one job I did, I stole a $150,000 sports car, and they have the meter up on the side telling you what the value of the car is. Obviously, if you play it like you just crashing into everything and this or that, the value's going down, and whatever that end value is when you get it to the shop, that's how much money you make.
Okay.
So
Is it timed?
Nope.
Oh, so you could literally just put along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can probably take your time. I'm sure probably someone's chasing you though, or if not.
The only time I really got chased was when I was actually stealing the armored cars.
Oh, okay.
And that led to some interesting chases.
As they should.
We'll put it that way. But no, all in all, like I said, all in all, this is a very enjoyable experience.
Sweet deal.
So should I open my copy now?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
I suppose one thing to note, there is no multiplayer, but there is stat tracking, which compares you against not only all the people around the world, but also you can set it up to where it tracks, your scores against your friends and stuff like that.
All right.
So kind of like the auto log system from Need for Speed.
All right. We have a challenge.
Wait, you have it?
Well, I don't have a PS3.
No, I bought it on 360.
You bought it on
Never mind, we have a
360.
challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that you bought it.
So, anything else?
Gunner?
Nope.
Alrighty then. So with that is our review of Sleeping Dogs.